So, but it's just for us to have the record there. We can't even max out the Zoom. So it's just for us to have the record. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this 15th day of June 2025. Okay, and this is our weekly mentorship on Challenge 36. Last Sunday, in fact, we had a wonderful meeting with a whole group number of us. And before I go ahead, I want to say that those of us that are here, if you are here, what it means is that you are running Challenge 36 or you are interested in it. And how do you know if you are in the Challenge 36 platform? Some persons were removed because of inactivity, because of not joining meeting. So if you were removed and then you wish to join back, once you sign in one person or you generate one code minimum, that will qualify you to join back. That is it. Just like I said, once you are removed from the platform, then you need to generate one code at least so you to join back. Okay, so if you are here and you can't find Challenge 36 platform again, or you are not there again, what it means is that you need to generate at least one code and then request for you to be re-added. For those of us that are going to be missing this meeting, and those of us that are not sending reports, your supervisors are supposed to fish you out and remove you from the platform. Please, so once we are done with the meeting, please, all the supervisors, just go and check out for your team members that are in that platform that did not join the meeting and remove all of them. This one is just for you to join meeting. This meeting was posted since morning. So if you did not see it since morning, then you are not running this business. Because if you are running the business, you should have been on WhatsApp countless number of times checking for people who are communicating you about the business, people whom you have followed up, what is their response, and then so that you can respond as well. Or is it that you are not prospecting anybody, you're not booking anybody? Any person that says is running Challenge 36 and since morning you have not seen a meeting link, the truth is that you are not running the challenge. That's just the truth. You are not running anything. You are just there wasting time of others and wasting your own time too. Who are those who are wasting their time? Your supervisors who are just looking at you, trying to supervise you, but you are wasting their time. So if you know you have any person running the challenge, especially the supervisors, repost this link in your team, that is in your Challenge 36 platform team. Once you repost it, then guess what happened? You can even put a WhatsApp call across. I don't see a place where people are earning money, and when you win, you will get money, and then I'll be begging you. Once we are done, please, all the supervisors, remove those that did not join the meeting. Any person that did not join the meeting, just remove that person. When the person generates one code, then you can re-add the person back. That's what it takes. And like I can see, there are some even supervisors that are not in the meeting. So some of the supervisors, you need to reach out to your own supervisors. That means I can see Sunnyville is not in the meeting. So Blessing Mama, you have the duty to reach out to him. Let him join the meeting now as a supervisor. I wonder if a supervisor is not here, what now happens? Or is it because it's raining? Or is it because some of us are where there's no network? I can't understand. Then I can see Madam Stella Mary Sokwarocha, she's not here. So, Consultant Chimeze, I have the duty to reach out to her immediately. Then those of you, okay, I can see another supervisor. That's Josiah Friday. Okay, he's here. So I can see and I'm Francisca. Okay. So any person that is a supervisor that is not here, the upline should reach out to the person. Okay. Now, for those of you that have challengers running, you have your challengers running. By the time we are done with this meeting, and those your challengers did not join this meeting, please go and remove them from the platform. See, if you play this thing on sentiments, trust me, you will not have momentum in your team. The reason why we are doing this thing is for us to build momentum. The reason why we are doing this thing is to help the challengers have a good business running. So we can't be begging. If we have 10 persons, 5 persons, any number willing to run, we run with that number. That's just the way it is. Then when others wake up, they can be part of it. And any person you remove from the platform, make sure that the person generates at least one code before the person can be added, before the person can be added back. Okay. The reason is one of the main reason why we run Challenge 36 is to have active members, to have active partners, people who are really active. It's not people who come to a platform that are sleeping. A whole lot of persons that just say they are sleeping. So if you know you are in Challenge 36 platform and you are not here, chai, guess what? At the end of this meeting, the supervisor should remove such persons. Let them be removed from the platform. If you did not remove them, what it means is that you are not doing any good to your team. Trust me, you're not doing any good to your team. And at the end of the day, you will find out that you have weaklings who are just in the platform, they're not doing anything, they're claiming that they are Challenge 36 runners, but they're not running anything. I'm telling you, there is a way this business works. Like, see, look at me now. What I do is to learn from those who are my mentors and are successful. I learn from them. A whole lot of us here, we don't even have a duplicable team. Our team is not duplicating. Yet you don't follow mentorship. You don't follow mentorship and you don't have any momentum. You are just there. Some of us have stayed in this business 3 years, 4 years. Yet you don't have people who are running in your team. Can't you sense that there is something you're not getting right? There's something. If some person can become successful in 11 months, 12 months, 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, they are successful. They have a powerful team. They are recognized by the leaders as leaders. Just as we are going for boot camp, how many persons here were recognized? How many persons here were even, giving the recommendation? How many persons here that your leader even deemed you fit and say, let me recommend this person? Some of us we might even get the attention of your leader for you to be recommended, but guess what? You will not even have money. Oh, what it means is that you are not really in the business. Okay. Now, if you are in the business, you are a kingsman. A kingsman is supposed to be making minimum of 200 to 500,000 monthly. A kingsman, somebody who is an active partner, or you are running Challenge 36. Of course, you are supposed to be making between 100K to 300K monthly as an active partner, as someone that is truly active, as somebody that is running this business, as someone that is serious about this business. You should be making that kind of money. And a lot of persons, let me tell you the reason why a lot of persons are, when they enter value in our business, or maybe when their business go down. Do you know why they stay long in that doldrum? Do you know why they stay long? Is because they don't have momentum. If your business goes down and you are somebody that is up and doing, in 1 month, your business will begin to shine again. Some people will say, now wow, this guy, I trust this person's resilience. This person, I know one last month, the person's business was down, but now look at why. You have momentum. You have a mindset of productivity. You have a mindset of a networker. A networker knows that, let me just show you something. A networker knows that 1 week is too much for you to generate enough work in your hands. Do you know that if you have learned this business, even if it's just prospect for a whole 1 week, you have plenty of people that will be following up, and you can get, and in fact, you will get tired following them up. You go for one home launch, from that, you can produce more, up to 5 pending home launches. Some people, they are kingsmen, they have everything, they run, but yet they are here feeling hungry. Child, what it means is that you are not a leader. You don't have the mindset to run. There are some persons that when they go for home launch or they prospect, they hit rejection, they get zero result. Hey, they are down. That means just gotta tell yourself you don't have the spirit of a champion. You see, from this 15th to the end of this month, if you have what it takes to become super successful, trust me, you can hit challenge 36 from this 15th before the June ends. And one thing about our business is that once you have low momentum, expenditures that come your way, they will keep increasing. They will keep increasing. And that low momentum you have is going to create a ripple effect next week, upper week, into the next month. And before you know it, you are frustrated. That's how the business is. But let me tell you something. If you do good prospecting this week, if you achieve significant result this week, it will also have a positive ripple effect. That next week, you have a healthy communication with people who have shown interest, people who have connected to the business, people whom you want to use as a doorway. Maybe they join PAI. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, in fact, I see some persons who are just 15th of the month. Some persons are just posting 3 codes, 2 codes. The reason is that you are not running the challenge. That's the truth. You are not running the challenge. If you are running the challenge, you will not be posting 3 codes. You will not be posting 2 codes. You will not be posting 4 codes generated with your team. Yet you want to win a fantastic prize. Yet you want to become successful. Yet you want to raise a business. Do you think it's done that way? If you see those that are successful, watch, they are paying prizes. There are some of us here that if you are running this challenge, you will not work with people who are in your SS leg because you will not be paid money. Abi? Let me tell you, you don't know the business. Maybe one day I'll be teaching some of us here the reward plan of our business. If you get short SS leg, just do strong activity in your other leg. Before you know it, you will begin to be running back to that place that you think is an SS leg. See, any person in this business, if you want to grow your retinue, you want to spread your tentacles, you must ensure that both your paying and SS legs, they are functional. If they are not functional, you are creating a longer ripple effect that will bring you down in the business. I'm telling you, until you get to where I am, and I'm telling you this thing, you will believe it. Let me tell you, a time will come. You might just generate like, you might just have a SS leg of points of 1 million. You go there, you are seeing 1 million SS points. How much is 1 million SS points? 1 million SS points. If you do it, if you divide it by 700, what are you going to get? 1 million. Say you have 1 million SS point. You are there complaining. I don't want to do anything on this side because it's not paying me. Chai. By the time you do it, you divide it by 700, you will find out that the points you have there is nothing to write home about compared to what people make in this business. Of course, if you have that, you're just going to have a count of 1,400 to match. If you do you know that once you remove the gift check, in fact, let me just do a little mathematics so that you can see what I mean. By the time you have like 1 million and then you do divide by 700, what are you going to get? You're going to get 1,428. If you times this by 0.8, you're going to get you are going to get 1,142. Of course, if you times by, let's say 7,000 for those that are matching 7,000. Oh, by the time you look at it, it's 8 million. Now, guess what? You will stop working on that leg. When you will hit 8 million in this business, it will just be like you before you know it, maybe when you hit 8 million, it will be in less than 1 year, depending on how you are running. Then after that 1 year, you will rush to that leg. Everybody there is dead. Then you will discover that you will start afresh again. If you are wise, you should know that this business, what you are trying to create, is something that will not allow you to stop or to backslide anytime in future. You have 1 million points and then you are considering it as SSL. What are some of us that are working with our SS leg, but when you see SS, when you see points, you see millions upon millions, millions of upon millions. Let me not call it so that some people will not faint here. But let me tell you something. What you should do is to declare yourself an entrepreneur who is ready to build this business, good or bad. And what is your target as a challenge 36 challenger? Is for you to produce minimum of 36 codes every what? Every month, so that you can maintain your status. Some of us here, when I'm looking at the reports, try 1 code, 2 codes. I say, no, this person is not running this challenge. These people are not running this challenge. As I'm talking to you, there are some, in fact, I have a lady that invited me just to mentor them in their own platform. They are not even in my team. Oh. They just invited me. When I went there, I was doing KPI for them. I was seeing, oh my God, this is 15th. Some of them have even generated up to 82 codes. Just 15th of the month. And some persons here are just generating 1 code, 2 code, and then you're having this kind of mindset that no, things are hard now, like this. You don't have the mindset of productivity. When you have mindset of productivity, you will surmount whatever you are seeing. What you are doing is when you keep a positive mindset, you will keep working to generate your results. You can imagine we are over 35 persons in the Challenge 36 platform, and here, what is the number? We are just 18. Just 18. Now, where went the rest of them? Some of us are running. We don't even have the mindset, let me get celebrated. We are not even thinking of it. So many of us are getting celebrated. In fact, how many? Just few persons. Let me not say so many. Just few persons. And The way some of us are running, the stage is far from you. Some people don't even want to taste the stage. Some people are in this business. They don't even want to be recognized. They don't even want to say that, you know, they're not even looking at them being something significant in the business. Some of you think we're just running this business as a side hustle, Abi. You don't know that this business is a business that can help you build a lifetime career. See, if you see the kind of money so many people are making in this business, you will surmount all your hesitancies and declare yourself a challenge 36 runner, because it can help you to raise momentum. We're talking about, see, let me tell you, do you know when I stepped in this business, one thing I told myself, I said, I cannot be in any place and I will not be recognized. No, I cannot be any place and I will be among the tail. And from when I decided to run the business, guess what? I told myself, I have to become a leader. I have to be persons whom, when they are talking about leaders, I should be included. As we are talking about leadership boot camp, how many persons can your leader even say, let me recommend you to go? Not to even talk about you getting approval. Very soon we'll be talking about Enfanizo. How many persons here can go for Enfanizo? Child. Very soon we'll be talking about Kingsmen Summit towards the end of the year. How many persons here can go? But we have all it takes to be at Enfanizo. We have all it takes to go for leadership boot camp. We have all it takes for us to. Some of us don't even know what is going to happen in Enfanizo. See, let me tell you, if you see the kind of packaging the president is making about Enfanizo, hi, you will start running with all seriousness. You will never try to miss that Enfanizo. Some of us, when it comes to the Kingsman Summit, how many of us here would say, I'm going? Kingsman Summit, many people will still not be able to go. Now you have what it takes for you to run. You have something you would declare as a project. Let it be pushing you. Do you know people that rejection kill in this business? There are people who do not have anything pushing them. These are the people that rejection kills in this business. You can imagine, I started this business, I saw it as a means of building wealth. I started building my wealth. I'm serious building my assets. I'm serious building my pain leg so that I can build a strong business. That's so that I have a dreams I have placed on this business. I have a dream. I want to get this. I want to own so kind of estates. I want to do this. I want to do that. Then I have all this thing running in my head. And then you think that somebody somewhere by mere statement, this is a scam. This will put me off the business. Are you normal? Then if such things puts me off, what it means is that I do not understand what I'm doing. It's just like if you have people who are playing football, they are in the pit playing. No matter how you say, that guy on number 18, on JC 18, he doesn't even know how to play. He can't even hear you. Do you know why? He is busy. It's only when he comes out there that he can hear the rubbish some people are saying about him. That's how it is in this business. If you are immersed in it, you can't even hear those stupid statements. There are so many of us that are in this business. We don't form clique with people who are serious. We don't form clique with people who are successful. We don't form clique with people who have the skills. You don't form clique. That's why watch out for these people that will be going for boot camp. Just that environment when you sit among men of substance, people who have recorded some level of significance in the business, you sit down, even your spirit will be transformed. You tell yourself, man, this is where I belong. Child, you just watch what will be happening. For some of the leaders here that will be attending the boot camp, of course, many of them recommendation approved by the mastermind. And guess what? They are going for what they called an executive luxurious training that is going to transform them body and soul. That's what it is. There is a place we will sit down like this. You will interact with people. You will know that, in fact, even your spirit will be telling you, you see this place you have found yourself, you have to be at the topmost so that there is nothing that can screen you out. I'm telling you, you can imagine, just like as I am now, they say they are going for this kind of leadership summit. Maybe they are going for another higher one, and I'm not part of it. Ah, no, I can't rest. But what will make you to be part of the leaders is for you to distinguish yourself and give yourself a challenge. Nothing good comes on a platter of gold. Nothing good comes on the platter of easiness. In fact, ease in fact, is the greatest enemy of progress. Ease is the greatest enemy of process or of progress. What can make you become successful? You must be on ease. You must learn skills that are not pleasant to you. You must do the things that are not pleasant to you. And guess what? Those things that are not even pleasant, you will transform them into being things that you love so much. Things that you cannot do without. Can imagine, we posted link since morning till now. Some persons who say they are running challenge 36 have not seen the link in the platform. They have not even cared to on their data. Chai! And they said, I'm running challenge 36. How now? No, now. You're not running anything. You're not running anything. Now, why did we create this challenge 36? We want to simply use it to help some people to have a business. To have a business. To have a business you can be proud of tomorrow. Because we've realized that if you must become successful, you must create momentum. If you must create momentum, you must come from inner decision. If you must create that inner decision, you must have knowledge, understanding of the things that must push you to run. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here and you are listening to me, just ask yourself an honest question. This challenge 36, am I really running it? Or am I just here to observe? Am I really running it? If you are really running it, why is other people's opinion affecting your productivity here, affecting the decision you have made? Somebody is telling you, workers have not been paid for a long time. All these things are doing just a waste of effort. And they are listening to that trash and rubbish. It's because some of us are not in the encoding room. Maybe one day, I don't even want to scare some persons. If not, I'll just go to encoding room, G-Leaders encoding room, and screenshot code requests. You will see people are requesting 150, 100, 200. That's the kind of code people are requesting. And you will see the request till you scroll and get tired. And you'll be asking yourself, are we still in the same Nigeria with these people? Code to encode, they are requesting. Some of us, if we get two codes, me, I don't try today. How many people will get on like that, self? And this is a business you have decided to run. Or is there another thing you want to be doing, or you are here observing? If this is what you have decided to do, why not immerse yourself? Why not tell yourself that I need to be fire branded? Why not tell yourself that I need to prove certain things? I need to be a proof to so many people. I need to change a lot of things. See, if you know what this business can do for you, you will stop using those excuses. Change this your business so that you can truly create financial freedom and rest. There are so many people that when I see them, they love this business. See, there's something I've even discovered. Any day you meet those people that tell you, I don't have time, I am busy, they are idle people. In fact, the people I've seen running this business are people who have challenging jobs. They have challenging business, taking almost all the time of their day, but they tell themselves, I need to create time and run this business so that my situation can change. Just start observing this thing I'm telling you. Any day you meet any person telling you, I'm busy, I can't do this thing, just check them. They are idle people. Idle people are busy. If you see people who have created success, you see that they have a lot they are doing. They have job that challenging jobs, yet they find time. When we had the millionaire school training last time, you can imagine that doctor, Dr. Sylvia, that doctor featured in the millionaire school training. He's a consultant. I mean, she's a consultant working tirelessly in a hospital. But instead of using her busy nature to create an excuses, guess what? She's using it to convert her precious time to build an amazing system that can truly free her from that kind of busy nature. But when you see people who are even very redundant in most places they are working, they are telling you, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. Once you hear it, they are idle people. Idle people. Why am I telling you this? I don't want you to be like that, especially you that is listening to me, especially you that is hearing me today. Tell yourself something. As you go to bed tonight, as you go to bed tonight, make a decision that this is going to work for you. Make a decision that you are going to run. Make a decision that you are going to change the status quo. What is the status quo? This is your inactivity. What is the status quo? This is your lack of results. What is status quo? This is your sluggishness in this business. Change the status quo. Okay? So I just wanted to admonish us so that we can quickly conclude the training we are running last time. Okay, and I'm going to just share my screen very briefly so that we can finish it. We can finish it very quickly. So I'm going to be sharing my screen very quickly. So just follow me. Now, like I told each and every one of you, every Sunday we'll be running this Challenge 36 mentorship. Now, I want to tell you that you don't need the crowd. What you need is just quality people. Quality people that will do the things you are doing. Quality people that will just follow you and run the business. That's just what you need. You don't need you don't need the crowd, because from that quality, that is where you build the crowd. That's where you build people who are going to multiply what? Your working hours. I often tell people that one of the things that made me to start running this business the way, in fact, the way I started running it is when I watched Randy Gage Live Your Dream. And thereafter, I watched Brian Wallace. I saw that this is the only business opportunity that I can maximize my working hours. That means if I have 5 people, let me just give us a very good example. If I have 5 people who are putting 5 hours every day, what it means is that if I put my own 5 hours, guess what? That should be what? 5 times 6. Okay? So what it means is that I have 30 hours. Can you see that I have exceeded 24 hours of day and night? And every workaholic has only 12 hours to work himself to quick death. But me, I can decide to just do 5 hours and I will work 30 hours, exceeding the day. If I increase my working force, which I am not even the one paying them, my business company is paying them and paying them sufficiently according to their effort. Child. And guess what? They are maximizing their own working hours and I'm maximizing my own. So you can imagine if I build such persons to 30, do you know that I can reduce my own working hours to just 1 hour a day? And times one hour, assuming they also put in 1 hour, that means I have 30 hours, I still have 30 hours and I'm working 1 hour. So if I can accelerate it to 2 hours, I have 60 working hours and I'm just doing 2 hours. And somebody will go and hawk from morning till night, sleep in the cold, and everything done. Guess what? The person will take home with miserable income. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand this business, I need you to know that you need to understand close down mastery. We say it's the skill you need to get more people started in your business. So as we are running Challenge 36, you need close down mastery. Close down mastery. And we did this last Sunday, and we looked at certain things. There are certain things we looked at. We said that if you just, I'll just rush this part. We'll just rush this part because we talked about we talked it last Sunday. Okay, so we said that if you need to master one of the skills of close down, I mean, if you need to master the skills of close down, you need to master some things. You need to take note of some things. You need to know that first and foremost, you need to have the confidence on the close down table. You need to understand that there is gap between what people have and what they need, that it is widening. That gap between what they have and what they need is widening. At any level of your life is widening. The gap between what you have and what you need is widening. And what that tells you that any person that attend your presentation or you have shown your opportunity, there is need to close the person down. There is need to do what? To close the person down. Very perfect need to close the person down. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We equally say that there is what? We say that you need to also note that just know that you need to get your prospect thinking about what they don't have, but could have it with this business, making extra income. Because hardly will you meet any person that is not doing anything. Any person you will see has something doing. Even if the person has no job, has no business, the person has something doing. Maybe occasional work or maybe farm work. Anything. The person has something doing. Everybody has something doing. Even if not gossip, the person has something doing. So, but you just need to get them thinking that there is something. Get them thinking about what they don't have, but they could have it at any level. It might differs according to the personality before you. It might differs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now people start this business for extra income. They want to have extra. They want to get something more. So they get started. You have to note that. Now, even those who appear wealthy, they need more money than their appearance suggests. You need to understand this. At the close down table. Now, you also need to expose their poverty gap. There is a poverty gap. between any prospect you meet. We talked about it. I don't want to dwell more on it so we can finish the training. Okay. Now, and again, find out what is missing in their lives and find a way to provide it. Some of them might be very wealthy, but what they are missing is quality time to spend with their families. Missing it. Quality time to spend with their family. They are missing it. Some of them might just be that they have this burning desire to help a lot of people, but they don't have the means to accomplish it. They don't just have the means to accomplish it. Just find out what is missing. Some of them, they have everything. They have whatever it might take, but they don't just have a circle of people who do productive stuff. Everybody that comes around them is a liability. That means they're having something. Something is missing, and you can provide a solution for them. Right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we said that at the close down table, all you need to do is do what? Ask relevant questions. Relevant questions in respect to the personality before you. Ask relevant questions and supplies the answers. Okay? Ask relevant questions. Sometimes answer them to have your prospect thinking on giving your opportunity an opening. Help your prospect discover that they need more money by asking the right questions. Be bold and confident. That's one thing about. In fact, there are so many of us that will make very beautiful presentation, but just open mouth and tell somebody, get started. You don't even need to say more. You just let the person. You've seen what I've shown you that it's all right, right? Let's get you started so that I can put you in my personal mentorship. That thing alone is a powerful close down. Don't even need to talk much. But let me tell you something. You need to just ask them some questions. Just relevant questions. Questions that will get them thinking of giving your opportunity a positive, how do I put it? Giving your opportunity, that's look of positivity. Looking at your opportunity and saying, I think this thing is doable. You can ask them how much difference will an extra money, let's say like 25K a week, make to their life. There are some persons that once you begin to talk about something mouth-watering, you're already activating excitement in them. A lot of people sign in this business as a result of excitement. Now, what difference will an extra 250K a month make to your life? If you they will begin to think, if I have 250 extra 25 added to this my 75,000, that means I have 100K. 100K can be good now. 100K can be good. You need to make them think what they don't have, but they can have it. Once they begin to think that, have that level of positive thinking, you see that you start to bring them up to speed, up to the point that they can think about the opportunity. See, let me tell you, you might say one of these things, they will not think about it that moment. They will not say yes. But when they leave you, they go about thinking about it. They go about thinking about it. What extra can this do for you? You're just asking. Now, you tell them, does your job or business pay you enough to live your dream life? Some of them will say no. They'll just answer you no. Now you can ask them, if you have 10 million to spend, what would you buy? These are kind of questions that you ask somebody. You can even, after asking these questions, you see how these things will connect. But I just want you to know that you ask them relevant questions. that will make them to start thinking that this thing is doable. Hmm? Now, if you ask somebody, what is your ideal income? Remember, you cannot ask them all these questions. So just one, according to the discussions you're having with them. You can ask somebody, what is your ideal income? If the person tells you 100K, that's their mindset. Automatically, you know how much the person is earning. That's the mindset of a lot of salary earners. If I want to know how much somebody is earning, all these salary earners, if I just ask you what is your ideal income, if the person tells you 100K, divide it by 2, the person's salary will be within that range, 50,000 or within that range. That's their mindset. If the person tells you 200K, divided by 2, the person's salary is within 100K. You know, when you ask somebody what is their ideal income, how much do you think if you have, it will be okay for you? The person, if the person is a salary earner, the person will just think, oh, I earn 100K and I spend, go to, I still have little. If I have that, if I have double of that, life will be okay. That's the way they think. So they will tell you 200K, right? Okay, now this is just about asking questions. We're going to start connecting them because when you ask them, they tell you, then you relate it to the business, and it's just for you to make them to understand that all these things you're asking them, the business has the capability to provide, right? Okay, so now you can ask the person, what difference would that income make in your life? You can also ask the person, what do you want to do when you retire? Some of them, they start thinking, if I retire, what else can I do that can help me become successful, or maybe not being a want, or maybe not something that can give me more peace of mind and all that. That's what they'll be thinking. Now, how much do you need to maintain your current lifestyle when you retire? You see, all these questions I'm asking, they will not apply to a particular person. They will apply to different individuals. For example, I see a student, I will be asking the person, what do you want to do when you retire? But if I see somebody who has been in the civil service, I know this person is nearing retirement time, this becomes very relevant. That's why I say relevant questions. Because by the time you're asking the person, what do you want to do when you retire? Do you know where the person mind will rush to? Ah, it's a reminder that the person is retiring in the next 3 years. And then the person begins to think, and when you tell the person this, you relate the story of people who are doing the business, they have retired. If you don't have anyone, there is many of them in our team in 381, you can tell them the story. Unless if you have not been joining a meeting and getting to know more of the persons that are running this business and are successful, you tell them, oh, look at this person. He's a retiree. But right now, the kind of money he's earning is more than what was being paid to him when he was working. In fact, when we went for summit the other time, we had a man called Sondo Chunu. This is somebody that connected Dr. Umar on one side. On the other side, he connected Lady Asemota. In fact, the man, as we speak, is currently a monthly millionaire. When he was working as one of the cadre staff where Dr. Umar was working, then his salary was less than 80,000. But now the man is retired. And in his retirement age, he has built a mansion, living the life of his comfort, the life he so much desired while growing up. But this business gave it to him. You know, there are certain things you will ask person. You just want to, all this thing is to activate that excitement in them. Once you activate it, ah, you don't know what people do when they're excited though. Once they're excited, they can part with money. That's the truth about it. You just want to activate that excitement. The person begins to think about something good, something bright, something lovely, something sweet. Hmm? Ladies and gentlemen, now guess what? From all these things you have asked them, offer them the solution, which is our system, right? So you can tell the person, if we show you our plan that can make this possible, would you take advantage of it? Maybe I ask somebody, okay, what would you want to do when you retire? How much would you want to be earning if you retire? How much do you need to maintain your current lifestyle? The person says 300,000. I say, okay. I say, what's your daily income? He says 600. I know he's earning 300. Then I ask the person, how much currently do you need to maintain your lifestyle if you retire? Person say, oh, if I retire and I get half of what I was being paid, because the pension doesn't come constant. If I get half of it, I can be okay, because that time I will no longer be transporting and doing extra strenuous work and all that. Once the person is saying all this, now guess, let me tell you something. You now offer the person session. You tell the person, oh, I have somebody who was working as we were working, in our system, in our business. And guess what? The person is retired now, and the person is even a monthly millionaire. He was never even a monthly millionaire when he was working. You have activated that. You have activated that excitement in the person. The person begins to think, oh, so something better than what I've been hustling for is even available for me. You now tell the person, if I show you a plan to make this possible, would you take advantage of it? Somebody might tell you, I'm a student. I'm still a student and all this. Have you not heard about people who are students in our business? Today, they no longer depend on their parents for school fees. Even when they graduated, they bought cars that their lecturers cannot even buy. Why not ask the person relevant questions in that angle? Activate the person, get the person thinking about the good, get the person thinking about how life can be better from where he or she is right now. And then ask the person, if I show you how to make this possible, would you take advantage? Person says, I said, you don't, at the close down table, don't talk too much. Oh. Just ask these catching questions, exciting questions. Provide the solution, hit it on the nail, leave the person. Don't even appear as if you are begging the person. The problem a lot of people don't close down people is that we appear as if we are begging the people to start. So once you tell the person, you have activated, leave the person with that mind. That thing you have activated the person. Tell the person, one of the fastest ways to make this happen is to be under my personal mentorship. Who are these people who go under my personal mentorship? People who select the mastermind mentorship. You saw it when I was showing it, right? Okay, good. This is the form. Go ahead, fill it. Or I make your payment so that I can key you into the mentorship. Your name will be among those who are forwarding to Abuja this evening. Okay, then on Monday I'll kickstart your montage. Sorry, on Monday I'll kickstart your mentorship. Get ready. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I need to sign your form before I leave now. You don't need to talk too much. You just know that for people to make decision, they have to be excited. They have to be excited. Do you know that many of them are coming from so many things that frustrated them before they got to your presentation, or maybe they have a whole lot going into their head before they saw the opportunity. Maybe you send them video, but some of this kind of person will just activate that excitement, get them thinking into that good life, into that good something, and then tell the person just one word or a start. In fact, there was somebody that even came in category one section. All I told the person, I just told the person, okay, you are welcome. All right. Okay, make your payment. Let me get you started. Just asking the person get started. The person immediately said, okay, okay, okay. I just said that the person brought out his card and pay. I didn't even want to start telling the person, okay, 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 did this. No, no, I just tell the person, okay, make your payment. Let me key your name. And I started writing, not talking to the person again. Before I know, the person brought card and made payment. Some of us, while we are closing them down, we are looking as if we are begging them. And the person is expecting words from you for where, tell them the right thing. Excite that just activate that excitement in them and ask them to start. Immediately they will start, right? Okay, so the more skilled you are at asking questions that match your prospect's current priorities, the better your chances of getting them to sign up. That's just it. As simple as that. The more skilled you are at activating it. So what do you do? Observe your clients at the close down table. Observe your prospect. Is this person a market woman? What do they need? Is this person a civil servant? What does he need? Is this person a student? What does she or he needs? Is this person somebody that is doing business? What more do they need? Just find ways to activate excitement in them. And once you activate it, ask the person to get started quickly. Don't waste time. And guess what? You'll be signing a whole lot of persons. All right, so talk with your prospects about their ambitions, experiences, circumstances, priorities, etc. Most times, you even talk about all these things when you are having people who are hesitant, who are delaying in getting started. Normally, people who, if you are the one that is even doing the close down at the category one session, you don't even need to solve these things. All you need to say is, oh, yeah, get started. You are not the one that closed them down from presentation. All you just need to get started. The person can just ask you questions, and there are questions you answer, there are ones you don't answer. Like, if I start with this 6990, can I upgrade? Yes, you can upgrade. Don't talk too much again. People who talk too much don't get people started. Don't talk too much again. Okay, if I pay this one now, do I need to pay another money? No. Don't say anything more than no. Don't say I assure you you can't pay anything. No, it's not needed. Just know. That's all. And get busy with what you are doing and be observing the person. That's all. All right. So now guess what? I want to really appreciate each and every one of you that participated in this quick and short training of close down mastery. There are a whole lot when it comes to close down. But you see, the details of what I've shown you most needed when you are doing one-on-one, when you are following somebody up, when you are having people who are having doubts on getting started. This kind of training can help you bring them up to speed. It can help you activate them. It can help you to make them think that let me start this. So this is necessary. Do you understand me? Ladies and gentlemen, at the close down table, remember I told you, one, you need to be confident despite your status in the business, your level in the business. You need to be confident and you need to be positive. You are a representative of $1 billion company. It's not what is in your pocket that you are representing. It is the opportunity. Network marketing in its entirety is what you are representing. You're not representing your pocket level. But most time, why most of us don't have confidence is that in doing this is that we are speaking, representing our pockets. No, this is bigger than what you think. You should be telling, if you know what people are making in this business, you are the representative of those persons. So what you are saying with confidence as though it is the top shot of the organization that is talking to them, because that is it. Even though you are on the process at the closing table, you must have that confidence to ask people to get started. A whole lot of people, they run precision, they don't get started because they don't ask people to get started with confidence. Confidence. And when they speak, their words give them away because even they themselves, they don't have belief in the business. There are a whole lot of people that are not running this business the way they're supposed to run it because they think the business is ending tomorrow. They think that tomorrow there will be no people again. What a myopic thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that if you want to build momentum, get as many of your team as possible, especially the quality ones, to start running Challenge 36 with you. In fact, ever since the president brought out this as one of the pillars of blueprint of 2021, that was when Challenge 36 appeared as one of the pillars of that blueprint. Since then, people have used this to create momentum in their business. Run and make sure that you have team members that are running. Supervise yourselves. Don't just say you are in the Challenge 36 platform. I see a lot of persons that are in that platform. They are not doing anything. They are just there. Not doing anything. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe you had got value for this training. If you got value, can I see you go on the chat and type value? As we come to an end, to come to a close, can I see you type value on the chat? If you got value for this training, can I see you type value? All right, thank you very much for that confirmation. All right, I want you to make a decision that starting from today, in the nearest future, there will be no gathering of this organization that you will be excluded simply because you've not reached the level. Simply because you've not reached the level. Don't ever allow yourself, come rain or come sunshine, don't ever allow yourself to be screened out because you have not reached the level. It doesn't speak well about you in the business. It shows that you're not doing well. Okay, so I'm going to pause here and I'm going to allow those that have questions or contributions. If you want to just make it as brief as possible. I think we started by 8. And then even though the latecomers made us didn't start on time. So we spent some time before we started, but I think since this meeting started, it's getting to 1 hour, 30 minutes. So I don't want us to spend that much time. So we're going to be giving an opportunity, but let us be brief and, just make it in short. Okay, so I'm going to be asking the unbendable. I can see your hand raised. So I'm asking you, you can unmute yourself. And let's hear from you. You can see your hand raised.
All right. Good evening, my mentor. Good evening. I
Yeah,
really
good
want
evening,
to,
your
in fact, the
unbendable.
reason I really need to appreciate you for this, your tireless effort, making, in fact, looking for a way for us to be successful. Thank you very much. And in fact, what I'm saying when it comes to these aspects of closing down, I'm not just saying this just for formality's sake. But this is what have, in fact, made me who I am today. In fact, thank you very much for this. In fact, this is the training, in fact, that's made me, is one of the training that I have, that's, yeah, I don't know how to put it, that corrected my mindset in this business. When I started this, I was like, can I do this? In fact, I was looking for every means. One of the problem I was having when I started this was closing people down to get started. But the first day, many of us that are in this meeting today, you don't know what God, in fact, is doing. In fact, when I look at the comment section, the chat participant, I'm looking at many of my team members are not here. In fact, I was just weeping for them because some person don't even know what they are really missing. And even the YouTube is there, post it. Many of them they don't know that what they are looking for is contained in this. In fact, the first day I saw, the first day I got this training live. In fact, that was it for me. Thank you very much for this training, and I just want to use this medium to encourage each and every one of us. Like now, our business, if you want to be successful, not even our business alone, if you want to be successful, the first thing you must have is desire. You just have to. It's not about if all this thing that our somebody is doing. If you don't have that burning desire, I want to really get to the top. You will abuse this training. But someone like you, in fact, this is what I need. I desire it. I want to get to the top. What do I need to do? I need to learn this thing. Whenever a training like this is going on, close down is one of the most important thing in our business. No matter how, if you are a finest presenter, if you don't know how to close people down to collect money from them, you are just rehearsing. Like in fact, there's a lunch I went today. And getting there, we just have, I think, I think uh, 4 or 5 person in attendance. Some people are not even paying attention. But after the launch, after running that close down, somebody I just, category one, I just run a close down, normal, 70,000. But because the person I went with, she already understand this close down. Yeah, in fact, guided her, and she was ready for this. Somebody I just sent to go and pay 70,000, at the end, the person end up paying what? The person end up paying 200,000 naira. Somebody I sent there, go there. The person say, I don't have money. Okay, I say, okay. I was the presenter. I was just trying to, at least, if you don't have up to 69, I say, okay, now, category two, go for 50,000 naira. And lo and behold, as I'm talking to you, the person pays 70,000 naira. That is closed down. If you don't know how to close people down, in fact, your team member will gather people. You go there to present, and you mess everything up. Every time you will tell them, follow up, follow. And you know that you not do a good job. But if you can, many person, if you are running this challenge, that is the in fact the one of the key you need to understand is on this close down. And that's one thing. One thing about this business is about, in fact, you submitting to mentorship. Once you are ready, you have that burning desire that I want to learn this. If you see those people that are getting that know what to, in fact, what I normally tell my team member, I'll tell them, sure, when it come to close down, if you, let's say, any event you went for, and it's come to one or one close down, leave it for Mr. Fred. Like if I go for a lunch, me and my mentor go there. Somebody came, I send him to him. The person, after everything, the person is still complaining. I don't even. Some of the time, I don't even waste my time to go and close the person down. I'll be like, if after sitting with this man and you are not ready, that means you are not yet ready. I'll not even. I'll just leave the person. Just, you are not yet ready. One on one close down. In fact, in fact, this training is one thing that everybody need to encounter. But the problem is that even many persons that need the training, when the training like this is going on, they will not be here. They will not even be doing what, be paying attention. Thank you very much for this. In fact, for this evening section mentorship. In fact, let me tell you, when you come to C1, do you know that there are, in fact, when you come to C1, if you are here, they will tell you, welcome your mentor. Everybody will be saying, let's welcome our this and this and this top mentor, this and that. Whenever I'm saying anything concerning my mentor, I don't say it out of formality. All this now I'm not saying this to motivate you. I'm just telling you how it is. Some people will be like, there are some of my team members, when it's come, they will say, my mentor, this and that. I know that these people are just saying this for formality. But when you come to this, when you come to close down, all this now I'm saying, I'm not just saying this out of, let me just say this to motivate you or whatever. No, I'm just telling you how it is. If you must be successful, you want to hit 36 code in a month. You should, in fact, closing down is non-negotiable. And if our business is not a rocket science, there are people that already know how to close, and they have already put together the training that made them who they are. The question is, are you ready to do what? Are you ready to learn from these people? Once you are ready to learn from this, just a matter of time. Let me tell you, someone like me, people that are getting results, I don't envy people because I already know. If you are getting results more than me, I don't envy you because I already know, if I can be able to put into the work what you are doing, if I can be able to be doing that, I will even do it. I will even do it more than you. So what we are doing is not just about today. It's about how are we, all of us are going to end. That's just it. If you understand that in network marketing, any day you decided to learn the skill, success is guaranteed. You don't need to put yourself under pressure. Sometimes I will be broke, I don't have money, but because I will just open my DTC, I am consoled. I'll just tell myself, okay, here, what do I need to do? Close people down to pay so amount of money. I will get this amount of money. Today, in fact, when I was sleeping, I was in a dream where I was in a home lodge, closing people down to collect money from them. That's just it. Once you are ready, in fact, sometimes if I see people quit our business, if I just see people quit, you have downline, you are contemplating about quitting. I just tell you, in fact, you don't even, you are a selfish person. You think this thing is just for you alone. Yes, you're going to make a good fortune out of it, but then the major thing here is about people that you are going to help.
Mm.
In fact, some of us here that got this training today, what if this man have not put his, in fact, he didn't, in fact, he did not go on to learn this. He will not be able to give us this value. One thing about our business is this: if you are going to be successful here, decide to be a leader. When you are a leader, you are no longer thinking about waiting for people to tell you what to do. Rather, you are not thinking about what should I do so that my people will be making money. When you know that your people is not making money, what you should do is that learn how to close, so that whenever your prospect, whenever your downline bring prospect to you, can be able to close that person down to pay. There was a time I was not able to do this, but because I have somebody that can stand for me. In fact, there's one of when I started newly, there's one of my prospect that attended the event. After everything, 1 2 3, nobody was even ready to pay. But because Mr. Fred was the one that presented, I was just watching. Nobody was even ready to pay. But within me, I am already, in fact, this thing, nobody paid this and that. But the man came and said, okay, if you have question, everybody, I don't know, my mentor will not even remember this, but I still have it. He said that everybody here, nobody raised hand for category one, no. But if you have question, come to me, let me address your question. Just sit down, and many persons were there. Do you know that this guy, when this guy, in fact, someone that did not raise hand came out outside. I saw the person with the interest form, he has already paid. The guy was already shaking. Yeah, I know that the level of close down. This one, I said no. This person paid not because he was not willing to pay, but because of what he heard, he was able to pay. I said no. I said listen, no. In fact, close down was one of my problem, and I said no. If I today, if you come to the seventh skill, I might not know how to prospect very well. When it comes to fly, I can give a fly, but then I might not know how to prospect very well. I might not be that kind of person that you come and tell me how do I prospect this and that. But when it comes to closing people down, I know I am still evolving. But guess what? To some extent, I can tell you that close down is one of the thing in fact, that interests me most. Whenever I hear somebody say, I want to teach how to close, I must be there. Someone like me, any day anybody is running presentation in the office, whether the person is a junior, let's say the person is just connected yesterday, I'll just come out. When it reaches that place, the person is want to do close down. I will come out to let me see how this person used to close down. Then getting there, I will be able to get something the person know, the person use. In fact, I will get something adding it to my. There was a time, I think last month, I went to Nsuka, and Samson was the one presenting. When the guy was presenting, I was not even interested in going there. But when it reached that place, he said that, okay, I want to give out my special offer. I went out. I went there and stayed there. Let me see how this guy closed down. Do you know? After the close down, at the end of that close down that day, nobody paid full payment. But in that close down he did that day, I was able to get one thing. In fact, I saw it when once he might not even know, but once he said that, I said, yes, this is it. And guess what? Do you know that on that same day, the guy did not get someone that paid full payment, and I used that same thing in my next home launch, and I got result. Some people will like, hey, he did not get result now, this and that. But what I was not here to see whether the people will pay or not. I was there to get some things from them. That's what I normally do, and as a result, I started adding. In fact, there's the book I read, in fact the 21st, in fact, by Maxwell, somebody on leadership. He said that in a teacher, in when it comes to our business, this night I was just listening to Mr. Frey, what he was saying. This person is someone that's trying to pour everything he know for us. This train that you see like that, many person casualize, might took him 2 years in this business to be able to get it. But when he finally click, he put it together in less than 1 hour. Was able to share it with us. That is why he will tell you that overtaking is allowed in our business. In the sense that your mentor is ready to share everything he know about the business he's doing. They say that whenever a student know what the teacher knows, if a student should be able to know everything that the teacher know, the teacher became irrelevant. That's what happened in the industrial revolution. People will try to be hoarding information, but here we are every day we are doing what we are developing. We are developing. Mr. Fred is not hiding anything he know because he know that he has access to do what. In fact, our business. If you are thinking that way in this our business, that means you are thinking very small. You are just living a myopic life. You are thinking very small. We keep on evolving. We keep on developing ourselves. This and that as you are teaching your downliners, they are getting the inspiration, what you know today. I've gotten what let's say this thing took him 2 years for him to put it together. This night alone, I have gotten it, and once I have gotten it, I can now add my own words, my own initiative to this. And that's how you see, that's how our business work. One of my prayer points is this. I'll tell myself, you see, in this business, in fact, the attitude I carried, no matter the challenges that is facing me now, I know that I'm going to be successful. But one of my prayer points is this: finally, when I finally got to where I am going to, that I should never forget the hand that fed me. Because many of us here, downliners, your mentor is trying to do everything to make you successful. Finally, you got that thing. You are now feeling too big. I already know it now. What is this and that and that? And many of us, that is the beginning of our what? Our downfall in the business. As we keep on learning this, we keep on evolving. That's just it. In fact, sincerely, I want to appreciate I call him my own Oga. In fact, this is the man I'm learning work from. When it comes to close down, everything I know about close down, this is the basic. I got it from this man, and I will ever be, in fact, I will ever be what? Be appreciative for this. Close down is one of the most important thing if you want to be a leader. You can get result in our business if you're not a closer. But if you want things to be happening, my team are getting result because of me. In fact, I invite people. There are levels people operate in our business. There are people here, you are getting results, but then the result you are getting just because it's just because your mentor is there. It's just because your upline is there to run a home launch for. That is the reason you are getting results. Aside from that, you are not getting results. When you if you want to take the mantle of leadership, then go to the next level. What is the next level? Be the reason why other people in your team are getting results. Somebody like me, I'm not that some people will be like, the reason I'm not growing is because this person is not my mentor. The reason I'm not growing is because I'm not under this person. This person, in fact, Michael Okoli is the president. If I'm under this person, if I'm directly under the mastermind, I will be getting results. What I tell myself is this. In fact, I want to be the mastermind of my own team. I want to be, in fact, they say that this person is the reason I'm not getting results because I'm not on that top one. I want to be that top one for my own team. If you have this mindset, you will look, in fact, nobody will drag you to join a meeting like this for you to get knowledge on how to close down. Because when you have that knowledge on how to do what, how to close down, in fact, you can be able to help a lot of your team members. I don't want to, in fact, if I should continue to talk how I prepare, I'm not even empty 10 o'clock, but I want, in fact, sincerely, I want to appreciate Mr. Frederick for this close down is it for me. For me, in fact, Eric Roy would say that the fortune is a follow up. But for me personally, for me, what I believe that close down is it for in the whole of the seven scheme. I believe that close down is it for me. That is it for me. If you have the ability to close people down, those that you want to stay to follow them up, you close them down the first day and they will pay, and then you start working with them. That's just it. In fact, thank you very much, Mr. Frederick, for this eye opening this
Wow,
night.
wow,
And what I
wow,
will
that's
advise everybody
powerful.
here is that decide to make yourself available for doing like this, and the sky will be your starting point. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, that's powerful. That's the unbendable. In fact, I remember the day we did this training the very first time. He was in the front seat, and guess what? After that, he started applying it, and guess what? His scale went through the roof. Today, hardly will he present, and people will not sign in the business. Ah, not just one. Oh. Even if they don't sign that day, that means truly, truly, they don't have money, and they will go and start looking for the money, and he will just after the thing, you will just see him getting the payments coming. That is, let me tell you, if you want to become successful, decide to learn the skills, decide to apply, decide to raise your awareness that you want to become successful. All right. In fact, he spoke for long. I did not stop him because I didn't see other people raise hand. Okay. Even Josiah, that I was seeing his hand. When I checked for him, he was already logged out by his network. Okay, so but a lot of persons didn't indicate that, so that's why. So now we are going to be closing because we don't have time again. Some people are just raising hand now. If we didn't raise hand when I say you should raise hand, so we're about closing. Okay, so I'm going to ask Chimaije, but I'm giving you just 1 minute, please. 1 minute, because we don't have time again. All right, so go ahead, please. You are muted already, or are you having network issues?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead, please.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity given. I really want to appreciate you for this training this night. I've just been waiting for a very long time for you to do this training again because I was kind of following the training. So I really appreciate. This is one of the things I really like in my presentation, close down, and I equally got some close down tips from Unbendable yesterday, but I really appreciate for this training. So thank you very much for the training, and I'm going to put it into practice immediately for me to start having an effective result, just like every other one. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, now we are going to be ending, and I want to appreciate those of you that keyed into this training. Just one thing I tell you is a whole lot of us will have potentials, will have things to do and achieve. The only problem is that we are not applying. The only problem is that we are not doing. The only problem is that we are just standing aloof. We are not getting into the thing. We are not pushing ourselves in. In fact, any person that wants to become successful must be, in fact, you must have that pushy attitude. I want to do it. Eric Worre say that that in fact, what the skills that you don't have, you make up that skill with what? With extra activity. How many persons are doing extra activity? Do the extra and guess what? But the most important thing, stay positive. Build the mindset of a recruiter. Build the mindset of a code generator, and you will see yourself hitting your target. Thank you very much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And next Sunday, we're going to be having the next mentorship program. Okay. All right. And remember what I told you. Don't ever allow yourself not to attend the meeting others are attending, the special events others are attending, because you have not reached that stage. There are sometimes they will say, okay, these certain people are going for vacation, you won't go because you did not do what you're supposed to do. Don't allow that to be happening to you in the business. Always tell yourself, I am there, and keep on pushing to be there. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. I wish you the best, and do have a lovely night rest. I appreciate you. Good night and bye.